What's up? We are live, but I hit the live just a moment too soon. I did not give my chance to get warmed up, so we got to get warmed up. We got to get the vibes right. Hey,
You can wish for it or you can work for it.
you got to work for greatness, y'all. We are broadcasting on two devices over here, trying to be fancy. I'm broadcasting live from my little office space. I'm just gonna say it's a little office space because I had big plans for this space,
You can
but
wish for it or you can
those
work
plans have
for
been
it.
rearranged. I'm excited nevertheless. I'm gonna make the most of it. You know, that's what we do. We make the most of every situation. But for those of y'all who are joining me for the very first time, what's up? What's up? I am Coriel, serial entrepreneur and author that managed to turn my $32,000 teaching salary into $1 million digital brand. I am the founder of Work University, which teaches women how to use their existing skills to start new streams of income so that they can stop living paycheck to paycheck. I'm also the host of the Girl Stop Playing podcast, where we encourage you to stop playing with your potential and start working for what you want in life and in love. Because I truly, truly believe that you can have it all. You can make the money and you can get the honey if you are willing to work. So I am here at my little office space, y'all. Let me tell you a little backstory behind this little space and why I keep disrespecting it, calling it my little office. So I was so excited to get this cute little space over here. Oh, I was about to tell y'all where I was at. That might be dangerous. You know, I gotta start thinking about stuff like that. So maybe let me not be exact specific with the location. I'll just say this. I got an office space inside of like a shared office space, a co-working space. The location that I chose, although the office is, it's little and cute. I didn't really get a chance to do all the things that I was gonna do because this came up. But there is where my office is located. There is a function that happens all the time over here. So there's always crazy amounts of traffic. So for the last like 2 weeks, the last few times that I've tried to come over here and record content, I haven't even been able to get into the parking lot. So I painted a wall, but that's like the most that I'm gonna do. I already bought the wallpaper, like I had all of these plans, but it really just doesn't make sense to invest more money when I'm not gonna be able to use this space like I wanted to. So that's the backstory on why I keep calling it my little office space. I had high hopes, but they didn't really work out. But we're gonna make the most of the space while we have it. I wanted to hop on here though and let y'all know that this month, the month of May, is all about getting your mind right and getting your money up. Okay, getting your mind right and getting your money up. And so, if y'all have not been tuned into the Girl Stop Playing podcast, a lot of the conversations that we've been having have been specifically for single women or wives who are looking to, strengthen their relationships. But there's much more to life than just relationships. I am a dynamic woman, and I know that I attract nothing but well-rounded women who wear more than one title, right? And so, for those of you all who tuned in and tapped in with me years ago when my message was all around empowerment, it was all about really encouraging you all to go after your goals, to dream big dreams, and to work to bring them to life. I feel like I've kind of left y'all hanging a little bit. And the confirmation for me, I was at an event, and I literally had someone who came up to tell me, I listened to your podcast. Now, she was talking to the first podcast, Confessions of a Workaholic. She wasn't even talking about Girl Stop Playing. But she came up to me and she said, Co, I'm so happy to meet you in real life. I just have to tell you that because of your podcast, I not only quit my job, but I started a business where I'm now helping. She was a teacher. She said, because of your podcast, I stopped teaching, I got out of the classroom, and now I'm helping other teachers get out of the classroom and find their freedom too. And I said to myself, that is more valuable than me just teaching you like how to make a dollar today. If I can make an impact on you in such a way that you turn around and make an impact on someone else, that's way more impactful than me just helping you make a dollar. And so, although I am still going to help you make some dollars, okay, I'm not going to leave y'all hanging, but I just want to make sure I'm being as well rounded as I can in the content that I'm creating. Because whether we're talking about making the money or getting the honey, it's going to require a new mindset. The mindset that you've currently been operating with, the mindset that has gotten you this far where you are right now, is probably not going to get you to that next level. It's probably not going to get you into that next season. Okay. And if it gets you there, it's probably not going to help you to sustain your space there. And so, even in the pivots that I'm currently going through within my business, where I am for the first time ever training a team, reorganizing my entire organization, like really, really bossing up for real, not just playing on, the gram, but really getting my ish together requires a new mindset. This is coming from, this is coming from someone, 10 plus years in. Someone who has checked that $1 million off the list. All of those things that you are putting on your list, once you get to them, it's not the end all be all. You don't say, okay, well, I've done this. Now I'm good. I can sit down. I can relax. No, ma'am. Once you've checked one thing off your list, naturally, a new goal is going to come up. Something, you're going to set your sights on something even bigger and better. And so as you continue to do that, as you continue to grow, as you continue to set your sights on grander, bigger goals, your mindset is going to have to rise to the occasion to match that. And so they say every new level, brings new devils. I don't know about that, but I do believe that every new level requires a new you. And that new you starts with a new mindset. So, for those of y'all who don't know, even before I had Confessions of a Workaholic podcast, I used to host Mindset Mondays. Every single Monday, I had up to 1,000 women at one point that would tap in every single Monday to hear what was almost like a sermon. I mean, I don't really know another way to describe it. I guess it was like a motivational talk, a pep talk, but it was an opportunity to help you get your mind right so that you could go out and do all of the things that you were born to do, really truly become the woman that God created you to be. And so I'm not yet ready to commit, ready to say that I'm committing to doing weekly Mindset Mondays. I'm not saying that just yet. But what I will say is, I hear you, God. I'm getting the clues. I'm picking up what you're putting down. He's been sprinkling these little clues like, yo, I know you want to help these women make money, but they got to get their mind right. Like, I know you want to talk about the money, but it starts in the mind. So be on the lookout. Definitely coming soon. With that being said, though, the Girl Stop Playing podcast, each and every Thursday at 8 p.m., we release a brand new episode. Typically in like the relationship space, the get your life together, not just relationships, just getting your life together all the way around. Stop playing with yourself in life and in love. 13 bomb episodes that we've had so far. But when I tell you that the month of May, it is going down. I was asking Kendrick earlier today, like, what is a synonym for lit? What do you say now? Do you still say lit? Like fire? Am I old for saying lit and fire? I don't know, but whatever that word is, that's what this podcast lineup is looking like for the month of May. Okay, let me just let y'all know who we got coming up. Okay, so this week, this Thursday, Cinco de Mayo, you are getting up close and personal with Terry Igioma, who is a former educator turned, well, she's still an educator, but she worked in the school system as an administrator. Now she has the #1 course on the Teachable platform. Y'all know how many courses are on Teachable? Thousands, tens of thousands of courses on Teachable. She has the #1 course on Teachable. She's made like $14 million teaching people how to trade. So she has a business called Trade and Travel, where she teaches you how you can travel around the world full time by learning how to trade. So this week, you are going to get to learn from her how she was able to step out on faith, fight past the fear, and really truly do what God was calling her to do. So that's coming up on May 5th. Next week, May 12th, y'all know, listen, y'all already know that I am like blackity black, black, hella proud. So having the opportunity to have David Banner, the Bishop David Banner, coming to the Girl Stop Playing podcast. Listen, sis, if you haven't subscribed, Girl Stop Playing. Okay, that's May 12th. Now, if that's not lit enough, on May 19th, you are going to have the opportunity to get acquainted with the newest housewife, the newest Atlanta housewife. Now, I loved Sonia Richards Ross way before she got this peach. She just got the peach like last night. So I loved her way before that. Way back when she was full speed, no pun intended, but a track athlete. She is an Olympian. She is now a sports commentator. She's very much so still involved in the athletic space. She's an endorsed Nike athlete, I believe. She's a wife. She's a mother. And now she's the newest Real Housewife of Atlanta. So you are going to get to hear from her on May 19th. And then on May 26th, y'all, if this is not bossy, I don't know what is, okay? I'm introducing y'all to a black woman, Devon Reeves, who happens to own multiple hotels. How many of y'all know a black woman that owns hotels? Multiple. How many of y'all know? I mean, before I met her, I happened to bump into her. Mutual acquaintance like 2 weeks ago. I had heard of her, but I had never met her. So before then, I couldn't say that I knew of a black woman. But now I can say it. And after y'all tap in on May 26th, you'll be able to say it too. Because y'all know how we do on the podcast. It really feels like, hopefully for y'all, it feels like you're just tuning into a homegirl conversation. So after y'all get to hear from her, you'll not only learn how she was able to do it, but she's helping other black women do it too. And the way that she really like broke it down and made me feel like this is something that was possible. Sometimes you just need somebody to show you what's possible. A lot of times we are limiting ourselves. We are believing our limiting beliefs because we've never seen anybody living the dream that we want to live. So we think it's unattainable. We think it can't happen. Sometimes you just need someone who looks like you, who has a story similar to yours to show you what's possible. And so that is what this podcast is all about. Inspiring you to go out and do the things, whatever the things are that you want to do by showing you other people who have done it. Because if they can do it, why can't you? If they can do it, why can't you? I don't know about the God you serve, but the God I serve is blessing. He ain't forgetting about me, and I know he didn't forget about you, okay? So make sure you tap in. Make sure you are subscribed to the podcast. Make sure you like and comment and all of those good things. We also got some fire on the audio podcast as well. So if you are not listening to the shows on your favorite podcast player, make sure you do that. Leave your girl a 5-star review on iTunes. Over the last 90 days, I had 2 people that left me a really, really great comment on the iTunes review, but they gave me a 1 star. Now, I know that they didn't mean to do that, but Apple doesn't know that they didn't mean to do that. So because they accidentally left me a 1-star review, it brought down my average. So help your girl out. Go leave me a 5-star review, please. Don't just write good words. You got to press the right star. Okay, it's all about, the algorithm and all that stuff. It works against me. If you're not following the podcast here on Instagram at Girl Stop Pod, we are almost at 5,000 followers. And when we get there, your girl is going to have a good giveaway. So go ahead and get in where you fit in. Tap in. Tune in. Girl Stop Pod right here on Instagram. You can also go to girlstoppod.com and that will take you directly to the YouTube page where you can get all of the replays for all of the first 13 episodes. Episode 14 is going to be coming out this Thursday. But when I tell you episode 13 with my man, Stefan Labossiere, he broke it all the way down, snatching edges, okay, in such a way that you're not gonna be able to listen to it just one time. You're gonna need to listen to it a few times, and then you're gonna need to phone a friend. You're gonna need to become Captain Save a Hoe after you hear episode 13. That's all I'm gonna say. But you got some friends that are gonna need some help, and once you know better, you gotta do better. So once you know better because you tune in, you gotta tell a friend so that they can know better and do better too. Last but not least, this November, Work University is going on a sold out homecoming weekend experience where we are finally getting the opportunity to get together in real life for the first time since the panini, okay? And so tonight at 7:30 and tomorrow at 7:30, I'm going to be back here live on Instagram at Coriel presenting a couple of my friends who are going to be joining us at homecoming weekend. So we opened up a wait list for anybody because y'all know how the group chat starts out really, really lit, like everybody going on the trip. And then as time goes on, ain't nobody going on the trip. So we went ahead and opened up a wait list just in case we have some people who drop out and end up with some spots. So if you are interested in getting one of those spots and joining the wait list, shoot me a DM and let me know. I am about to hop off of here because I am about to record some content for my 60-day mentorship. Today, I'm about to teach. I've never done this before because I thought that Canva was just super, super easy to use. But then I realized that's not the case for everybody. So inside of this mentorship, which is called the Everyday Payday Digital Product Lab, I am breaking down. When I say I'm breaking it down, if y'all saw my outline that I have over here, like it's bananas. But I'm breaking down literally A to Z from deciding the perfect digital product that you should create based on what you already know to actually creating that digital product using Canva. I'm giving you 5 templates that you can literally just plug and play, plug in your information and get paid. I should say plug and paid because you plug in your information and then you can get paid. Yeah, I'm gonna write that down. 5 plug and paid templates. But right now what I'm about to do is a tutorial to actually teach you how to use these templates. Because again, common sense ain't common. And I don't even know if this is a common sense thing. I think that just because this is something that comes naturally to me, I've never broke it down for other people. So I'm about to do that now. If you did not get an opportunity to apply for my mentorship, we have filled up all of the spaces. However, you know your girl keeps a wait list going. So you can log on to workwithco.com, WERK, workwithco.com, or you can DM me the word mentor or mentorship, and I'll send you the link to apply, and we will add you to our wait list and let you know if spots open up. For those of you who are like, yo, why would I want to start a digital product? Like, I don't want to write an ebook. I don't really want to teach a class. Well, first of all, let me just let you know that there are way more possibilities and opportunities to get paid digitally other than just a downloadable ebook. Now, I do encourage everybody to write an ebook because it's just the simplest digital product to start. It's the easiest way for you to get started and get paid. And you already have access to the information that you need to do it. Like, it's literally a no-brainer. If you knew how easy it was, everybody would have an ebook. So I definitely encourage you to write an ebook. But there are way more other opportunities and options for ways that you can get paid digitally by creating info products. So for those of you who, before we even talk about different info products, some of y'all don't even think that you are qualified to create an info product. So this is for you. What I need for you to realize is that even your failures qualify you, because there is someone out there, someone who is struggling right now, someone who is praying a prayer for a solution to their problem that you have already gone through, some challenge that you've already overcome, some obstacle that you've already faced, that you can now just think back about how you overcame it, what you went through, document that process, write down those steps, create your signature formula, package that thing up, and get paid. So even if you feel like, yo, I'm a failure, I can't create an info product, guess what? Because you're a failure, you can create an info product. We don't entertain any of those excuses over here, okay? Whether you're teaching people what to do or teaching people what not to do based on mistakes that you've made, based on money that you've lost, based on time that you've wasted. How many of y'all would pay someone to help you save some time? People pay for convenience services all the time. People pay to skip the line all the time. People pay to learn from your mistakes all the time. That's the point of hiring a coach. When you hire a coach, you're not just learning the things that they've done well. They're teaching you their mistakes so that you don't have to spend time learning those mistakes. So that you don't have to waste the money that they wasted. That's the whole point. That's the whole point. So nobody expects you to be perfect. In fact, you're going to attract more people. You're going to make more money when you embrace those imperfections. The business that put me on the map, y'all, back when I didn't know anything about business, okay? When I was still teaching, third grade, the business that put me on the map was the Single Wives Club, a nonprofit organization. I filed this business as a nonprofit. That's how not business minded I was back in 2011. I wasn't even thinking about making money at all. This was a passion project for me. This ended up being the business that put me on the map. If you Google my name right now, the majority, like 80% of the the media articles, the interviews, the TV show, all of the things came from this business. This business was so successful, hands down 1,000%. I know that this business was successful because I built this business through sharing my story. I birthed this business through sharing my story. That's it. I had been in an abusive relationship. I was engaged to be married. I got out of that, realized that just because of this failed situation, that does not mean that I don't still see this in my future. I just wasn't ready at this moment. This just wasn't the right person. So in me doing the soul searching and me doing the self-development and me figuring out how I ended up in this situation and how I could never end up in another situation similar to that, I started having these little dinner parties at my house with my homegirls, having these little conversations around how we could do better, how we could show up better, how we could prepare to become wives, how we could start working right now as single women to prepare for the ultimate role, which was becoming a wife. That is what put me on the map. Me saying I'm imperfect. I don't have it all figured out. I have just had the biggest failure of my life because at that time, listen, the shame, y'all don't know how shameful it is to call off an engagement after you didn't, had the engagement photos, you didn't took the man to meet all your family, you put up the save the dates. Everybody got the save the date magnets all over their refrigerators nationwide. You don't know the shame that comes along with calling off an engagement. Imagine my surprise when God said, "No, sis, I didn't just put you through that to play with you. I didn't just put you through that to play with you. I put you through that pain so that it could birth your purpose. And it got me paid." Okay? So if you are not capitalizing off of those things that you went through, if you are not figuring out a way to get paid from those painful situations, you wasted your time. You went through it in vain. So I say all of that to say, just by being willing to be transparent, being willing to be honest for long enough to tell people what you've been through, that is what's going to put you on the map. That's what's going to get people to want to talk to you. That's what's going to get people to want to work with you. That's what's going to get people to want to pay you. That's what's going to get people to believe that you can help them do what they need help doing. You got to be willing to show people, and you got to be willing to do it honestly and not feel like because you don't have it all figured out, you can't do anything. There is someone somewhere that would be blessed by the information that you already have access to without you going out and reading another book, without you doing another Google search, without you getting on YouTube, without you listening to another podcast. There is someone out there that is willing to pay you for the information that you already have. So please stop believing that you need to be an expert, okay? Your experience is what qualifies you, whether that's a good experience or a bad, whether it's a win or a loss. You learn something either way. And so you can literally take those lessons learned and turn around and teach them to other people. So you can create an info product that teaches people a new skill. You can create an info product that teaches people how to save time. You can create an info product that teaches people how to make money, how to save money. I got one of my best friends. Actually, she is the best friend, in case she's watching. Hey, girl. I call her Coupon Connie, okay? She is like so good at clipping these coupons and getting these deals and getting the coupon codes and going on the websites and doing all of the things, right? Tell me that is not a useful skill that you could turn around and teach somebody. This is not something that she went to school for. This is not something that she's been certified to do. Okay, this is not something that she paid thousands of dollars for a program to learn. This is a hobby that she mastered. She figured out how to use this hobby to help herself, and now she can turn around and help other people do it too. as simple as couponing. That wasn't even a thing like 10 years ago. Couponing is like a thing, right? Would you not pay $20 for an ebook if I could teach you how to save $100 a week on your groceries? That's a no-brainer. That's a no-brainer. I would gladly pay you $25 to learn how I could save $100 a week. Why would I not do that? So stop discounting the information that you have access to in your head. That's where your money is. Okay, you don't have a money problem, you have a mindset problem. You've been hoarding all of your money in your head, and it's time to get it out. It's time to get it out, piece it together, package it up, and get paid. Okay? Regardless of what you do, regardless of your industry, regardless of your skill set, regardless of whether you own a business or not, especially if you don't own a business. I'm really talking to you. Because that means that you're dedicated to someone else's dream, right? You're doing something on a daily basis, whatever that is. You're doing something on a daily basis. Start documenting the things that you're doing on a daily basis that's paying somebody else. And then figure out how you can do those same things and pay yourself. Write that down. That's just some free game. That's just some free game. That's just some free game. But what I want for y'all is to really stop looking for ways to work hard, okay? Stop looking for ways to continue to trade time for dollars. Don't start a new stream because we need 7 streams of income, right? Please do not allow all 7 of those streams to be things that you have to actively go out and do. Please allow some of those streams to be passive income, okay? You can be sitting here right now with me, tuned in, tapped in, and someone's on your website downloading your course. Someone's on your website downloading your vendor list. Someone's on your website taking your quiz. Someone's on your website signing up for your mentorship program. Someone's on your website purchasing your spreadsheet, your Trello board, your Canva presentation. Y'all, there are so many digital. I feel like I need to do a class, like maybe just a free webinar, because I got to get off of here. I got to go record this class. But I could talk about this all day, and I really think that y'all don't realize how endless the opportunities are for these digital products. Like, I'm not just talking about creating an ebook. When I posted that I made $1 million selling digital products, I know y'all didn't think I made $1 million selling an ebook. That's possible. I'm not saying it's not possible, but there's so many more options and opportunities. So let me think about this, because this mentorship is starting next Monday, which is the 9th. So if I do a webinar or something, it needs to be before that. So I got to figure that out. But either way, get in where y'all fit in, okay? If you need in on my wait list for my mentorship, it's 60 days where I'm going to show you how to build 4 digital products that you're going to put inside of your digital product suite. Two of those products are platforms that you're going to be able to use to promote your other digital products. So get in where you fit in. Workwithco.com. That's work with an E. Girlstoppod.com is where you can listen to the podcast. You can watch the podcast over on YouTube. You can also tap the link in my bio for the latest episode. Get in where you fit in, y'all. Stop playing with your potential. It's so much out here for you, but you got to be willing to do the work. I love y'all. Peace out.